Steve and I'm the owner of RoboTek International. Congratulations on purchasing your brand new RoboPlus V2. We're very proud of our Australian-owned business and our range of both commercial and residential robotic pool cleaners. And we know with proper use and care, by removing it from the pool and storing it out of the sun when it's not being used, you'll get years and years of trouble-free operation, just like thousands of other Australians already do. Now we know you're keen as mustard to get this into the pool, so we've created this video to assist you with the unboxing and the initial setup of what will quickly become your ultimate pool cleaning accessory. So let's dive right in.
You would have received two boxes. One is obviously the RoboPlus V2 and the other contains your new pool caddy to assist you in storing and moving your V2 around with ease. After opening and removing the products from their packaging, you will have an insanely beautiful RoboPlus V2 instruction manual. Go on, read it. There's one 70 micron filter bag already in the V2 and a spare 20 micron filter bag when you need to pick up the finest of dust. A handheld remote control, the control box, and 4 rubber boots to provide protection for the robot when the pool surface is scratchy. But first, let's put together the partly assembled V2 caddy. Insert and tighten the bolts and nylocks in the locations with the tools provided. Remove the nuts and the spacers from the axle and insert this through the caddy. Place the spacers back, followed by the wheels, and then attach the nuts. Don't over tighten here, just enough so it's firm and the wheels turn easily. Finally, the top section of the caddy slides over the press buttons and secures. You will also have 2 long screws left over. Line up the holes in the frame with the control unit and secure the RoboPlus control box onto the caddy with a Phillips head screwdriver. While things are dry, let's practice turning the robot over and removing the base plate. Take a look inside. You'll notice a 70 micron filter bag already fitted. It's fascinating how fine this filter is, even finer than a single human hair. The spare filter bag has an even finer filtration level of 20 microns. It's recommended to use this bag in floor mode only due to reduced water flow caused by the fine filtration. The rubber boots are optional, but recommended if your pool has pebblecrete or a rough surface. 2 of these boots have an L marking and the other 2 don't. On one side of the robot, the boot with the L marking will go on the left-hand side, while the one without the marking will obviously go on the right. Now these can be a little fiddly to put on, but have patience. You will have to work the rubber and fit the back of the boot around the roller wheel. Turn the robot around and again on this side, the rubber boot with the L will be on the left-hand side. It is a little confusing, we know. Just ensure the boots fit well, look like this example, are not crooked, and the rubber locating pins are inserted into the holes in the side cover for a secure fit. Now it's time to put the Robo V2 through its paces. Place the robot on the caddy and wheel to the pool. We're submerging the RoboPlus V2 before we've connected up the floating cable onto the control box and into power, so we can soak the sponge wheels a little longer, which will be dry and hard from storage. There'll be air trapped in the robot which will need to be expelled. The best way to do this is turn the V2 upside down and from side to side to allow the air to escape behind the rollers. After a short while, you'll notice the slowing down of the bubbles, and the V2 will either slowly sink or just float. Don't stress if it floats. We'll sort that out soon. Leaving the RoboPlus V2 to continue to soak, unroll the floating cable and lay it in an S shape on your deck. Don't throw the cable in the pool. By laying it out like this, the robot takes what it needs. Unscrew the socket safety cap from the side of the control box and insert the floating cable aviation plug into the socket on the side of the control box. Note the grooves need to align to insert properly. Wheel your caddy close to the power point. We're now ready to turn on the power at the wall. Ensure the red standby light on the control box illuminates. Press the red button on the control box or your remote control and select the half-an-hour time cycle. The control box will beep. Then after a short while, the wheels on the robot will start to move. The pump will engage and drive the robot to the bottom of your pool. If the robot is not fully submerged when you start the robot, you can give it a little push under the water as soon as the pump starts. The default mode is floor only, blue light for floor only. It's recommended to let it clean the floor for the first 30 minutes. If your pool has a lot of dirt and leaves on the floor, we recommend you stop the robot before 30 minutes and empty the filter bag. This is only required when recovering a pool from a really poor state. After 30 minutes, stop the robot, remove it from the pool and empty the filter bag. Once the bag is cleaned, then you can put it into climb mode. The indicator light changes to green when in climbing mode. Feel free to pick the time limit of your choice and let the V2 go to work. When you're finished and your pool is sparkling, remove the robot from the pool and remove any debris from around the impeller like hair or other foreign objects. Turn the robot upside down and give the filter bag a good clean. You may rinse the inside of the robot with fresh water. This is optional, but we do recommend it. Remember, the short side tag goes on the shortest side of the base plate. Reinsert the filter bag and the base plate, making sure the filter bag is fitted correctly. Place the robot on the caddy, making sure the sponge wheels rest on the caddy frame, not the drive belts. Remove the floating cable from the control box and roll up the floating cable in big loops, being careful not to twist. And then store this on the caddy brackets. Wheel the caddy into the garage or any other protected area out of the sun until next time required.